Hi, Winsto here. For the previous leak, Barondas, I had some spot on predictions. This video is another brave attempt, and this time for Prophecy. Prophecy blatantly translate for PoE in quests that alter the normal routine and force things to happen. Remember how Path of Exile grew from Barondas, a massive amount of new players? The game got better, but those new people loved having access to all those expensive uniques. And I don't think GGG wants to risk losing that new player base. There will be an abundant amount of uniques, massive amount. Again, just like Barondas, trust me, we'll be vending them for shards in no time if we even bother to pick them up in the first place. Data mining hinted that there might be a new use for crappy uniques. The Prophecy quest rewards seem to warrant this. On the challenge list there's mention of unique rewards for finishing a prophecy. One is even called receive a random unique item from a prophecy. Besides that, the drops of prophesied unique bosses will be dropping serious loot, since they're basically ghosted with tormented spirits. There will be plenty of that. The game will lure us into new and changed areas for the loot. Everything for the loot. So Prophecy is forcing things to happen. I had suspicion, and it was confirmed by data mining also, it could influence chancing uniques, as in the next chance orb is going to make an item into a unique. And that's why Anarchy and Onslaught have been removed from the Sana mods. No false devotion to be chanced. But I did leave up Nemesis for Headhunter, but it's gated behind Sana 8. So given time, there's going to be a lot of Headhunters somewhere mid-league. If no access to Sana 8, the question is how to make the most of this prophecy. Some item bases have multiple different uniques, so the expensive ones, the really expensive ones, will still be made, while there are multiple versions of that base. There are also expensive ones that have only one unique for a specific base, and those will be very profitable. As always, knowledge is key. A newly introduced unique might offset the balance. The catch is, the most common uniques have the highest chance of being created by chance orbs. As for balance, this prophecy would be gated behind rarity and or introduced at a later stage during the leak. Another thought came about by the absence of Anarchy and Onslaught Sana mods. No map instance to chance false devotion, but the card set for the amulet in Dried Lake is prominently visible on the challenge list, so they want the items to be available after all. Of course, I've said it in the start, uniques are going to be abundant again. Would Prophecies be able to speed up this card collection process as well? That's the question. Forcing the next monster to drop a card. I see myself running through Dried Lake all the way to Vol and then single target heavy strike him for his card. Another prophecy that caught my eye was about the masters. A prophecy that is forcing a master to be present in the next area you enter. This could have great influence on endgame mapping. If you're running tier 15 maps and force a Sana to spawn, you're getting like 50% extra map drops and XP. I've had +1 level Hakus and Toras in tier 15 maps, but I forgot if I ever had a +1 Sana, but that would be sweet. You are going to use all your portals to bring the item level 84 bases home from that one. The last thing I want to talk about is the Uber Lab. When this league starts, everybody wants their 8 ascendancy points, and they wanted it done yesterday. One way to speed that process up is by leeching, and since Leech's gear still sucks and they're built unfinished, they want some help. First, these players need to leech all the Uber trials. You're not seriously going to find them all yourself, are you? Missing one and finding the others 20 times over will be demoralizing. Channel a 20 for the win. Now this was no problem in Merciless last time the leeches did them. All they needed to do is have somebody run the gauntlet and place a portal at the trial finish object. Now it's getting interesting. When you have a lab trial, it'll be like a sub-area, like a file zone or a master zone. That's good thinking by GGG, since you don't want to run a map with 8 off-screens of lava. Now when you enter it, will you need to synchronize all partitioners in the entry hall, like a regular lab run, and will you be able to make a portal inside? Nothing was mentioned on the website. Whatever will be, a gauntlet will be a lot easier with some traps disabled and all doors opened. And that leaves the trial loot. You're supposed to loot the trial key. That key grants access to the Uber Labyrinth. Will everybody get a key, or will only one drop, like a Val zone? 1 key or 6 keys from a trial is a huge difference, and that will influence people's decision to team up so that each Uber Lab run will yield 6 enchants. If the keys are really rare, people are just going to run or leech Uber Lab once. Perhaps no changes after all in that aspect. Anyway, happy new league everybody, and keep yourself well informed about the rich making prophecies. And last but not least, don't forget to update your loot filter. See ya, and thanks for watching.